What's going on, guys? Riley here. Today we're going to talk about 7 things I love about my 2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Now, if you're new to the automotive side of YouTube, basically how this video will work is I will be sharing with you guys 7 things I love about this vehicle, and the next video I will be doing will be like 8 things or so I hate about this vehicle. Basically, automotive YouTubers like to give their feedback about the pros and cons of each vehicle. This is a great way to do it. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So starting this video off at number 1 will probably be the most essential part about this whole vehicle, and that is just how great of a value this car is for the money. The 3 main characteristics of this vehicle, being power, braking, handling, etc., are better than the Mustang 5.0. They're better than the SRT Dodge Charger and Dodge Challenger. It's just, this kind of one-upped everything in its direct competitor category, and now it's competing with stuff that are way more expensive. Now, my specific Camaro is the 1LE model, so that kind of takes it up a notch even further, but I'm just referring to like a base model SS Camaro, the 6th gen Camaro in general. Like, Chevy really outdid themselves with these new 6th gen Camaros. Now moving on to number 2, and this is something a lot of people wouldn't think about, but if you're the owner of the vehicle, it's something that actually matters, and that is cup holders. Finally, a car where you're able to shift gears, have a big ass drink in your cup holder, and it not interfere with your shifting. It is great. Now for demonstration, I'll go ahead and prove it to you. Here's a big ass cup from Whataburger. It doesn't get much bigger than this. Now I'm able to put this cup in the cup holder and sit here, and like, it doesn't interfere with me, and it's great. Another great feature about these cup holders is that the one in front is larger, the one in the back is smaller. That means, you know, if you have a big cup, put it in the front. If you have like a Dr. Pepper can, you put it in the back. Like, you have options. I know it's something really simple, but when you get in a car where the cup holder is like right next to the shifter, that will piss you off so much. So to have that extra little room to move around with, much appreciated. Point number 3 I love about this car is probably something most people will disagree on at first, but go ahead and hear me out on this one, and that is the back seats. Now, while the back seats may not be the largest back seats available on the market, they are actually usable. I always hear nothing but complaints from people about these back seats, and I really don't know why, because since these back seats are here, your car insurance is much cheaper. This is like buying a 4-seater Corvette. I'm 5'11", and I'm actually able to sit back here. I mean, my head's kind of touching the ceiling, so I mean, I can adjust to get sort of comfortable, but the seats actually fit human beings. I know a lot of people say like, oh, they're not comfortable. It's fine. I mean, granted, the seat is up just a little bit. I have quite a bit of room where I could scoot back with it, but look, like, it's not up too far. They also make for a great storage place for items such as your helmet or jackets or whatever, but overall, you really can't complain about having back seats in this car because you can actually fit humans back here. And because they're here, you're able to save some money on your insurance, and you can use them in a bind if needed. Point number 4, this glorious 6-speed manual transmission. Not only is it fantastic rowing through the gears in this transmission, but also having the active rev match feature up here on the paddle shifters is fantastic as well. It definitely makes daily driving much more, you know, simple and convenient. So here with the rev match feature turned on, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. That'll do that way better than anybody ever could. Now, yes, I'm fully aware doing that yourself definitely has much more driver involvement. However, for the daily driver use and just, you know, convenience factor, it's great having that. Also, it's really, you know, easy to learn on. This would be a great first manual car for somebody who's, you know, wanting to get into driving stick but don't really know where to start. This is a really great option. I mean, it's pretty indestructible. The transmission in this car is the same one found in a Hellcat, same one found in a GT500. Like, it's a strong transmission. You really shouldn't have any problems with it. Overall, gotta love it. Point number 5 is actually going to be 3 features that this car has that I absolutely love. Number 1 being the heads-up display. Something so simple, yet after owning a car with it, I don't think I'd ever want to go back to owning a car with that one. It's just so nice being able to look on your basically windshield and see what the speed, your RPM, your gears, how many G's you're pulling. Like, there's so much information just right in front of your face. Number 2 is the PDR, which stands for Performance Data Recorder, which is essentially like a dash cam built into your car that will overlay your speed, G's, gear shifts, etc. And you can go out and record your track days or just record your daily driving if you'd like to as well. And then you just pop out an SD card in the car, pop it in your computer, boom, you get to go watch what you did that day. And subpoint number 3 on this topic is something a lot of cars have, but it's something I just love having, and that is the 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and quarter-mile timers that this car comes with. All 3 just really fun to mess around with and try to beat your personal best. It's cool that this car can track that, as with a lot of other cars nowadays. Point number 6 I love about this car is something that not only applies to this specific car, but also the 2SS version as well. And that would be the 2 seat options available, which would be, you know, the normal leather 2SS seats that come in the 2SS, or these here Recaros. These Recaros are absolutely amazing. I would really say that between these and the GT350 seats are the best seats I have ever sat in a car. The leather seats in the 2SS are probably more comfortable and probably better suited for daily driving. However, these hold you in really tightly. They have nice aggressive bolsters on the sides, as well as having plenty of cushion for your bottom and your back. Both are greatly appreciated on long road trips. And coming in at number 7, last but not least, I'm sure I could sit here naming off points I love about the car all day. However, we'll leave it at 7. Number 7 is going to be just how fantastic these headlights are. The headlights on this car, as well as I believe the base models as well, are all HIDs for the 6th gen Camaro, and they are fantastic. You can light up the entire road. The high beams are ridiculous. The lights are so bright where if you're just casually driving down a road, people will start flashing you, acting, you know, I guess they guess that you have your high beams on, but really it's the normal ones. So then you flash them back with your high beams and they're like, oh, yeah, that's bright. So while it can be a little bit annoying being flashed by other drivers occasionally, they are by far the best headlight pair I have ever owned in any of my vehicles. And this really means a lot to me, especially because the last car I owned, which was the Scat Pack, had the base model headlights and they were absolutely horrible. So, big improvement. Well guys, there you have it. 7 things I love about my 2017 Camaro SS. Now, as I said before, stay tuned for the next video where I go over 8 or so things I hate about this car, which aren't really things I hate about it, but they're things that could be improved or just things I generally dislike about it. While making this video, as well as the next video, I'm taking into account, you know, if I was a potential buyer, what would be some things that I would really appreciate about the car and what would be some things that I wouldn't appreciate about the car. In the comments below, let me know what vehicle you drive and give me some points that you love about your vehicle. As always, thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.